This is Chuck King on Sunday, September 8th, 2024, with the 2-minute warning from Luke 22, verses 40 to 46. When he reached the place, he told them, "Pray that you may not fall into temptation." Then he withdrew from them about a stone's throw, knelt down, and began to pray, "Father, if you are willing, take this cup away from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but yours be done." Then an angel from heaven appeared to him, strengthening him. Being in anguish, he prayed more fervently, and his sweat became like drops of blood falling to the ground. And when he got up from prayer and came to the disciples, he found them sleeping, exhausted from their grief. "Why are you sleeping?" he asked them. "Get up and pray that you won't fall into temptation." This was a most difficult struggle for the Lord Jesus Christ just before his arrest and crucifixion. And he prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane with his disciples, and he exhorted them to pray so they wouldn't fall into temptation. And he began to pray for the Father's will. That's all he wanted. Even though he was struggling with what was coming, he wanted the will of the Father. And he just was strengthened there by an angel at that moment. And he prayed even more fervently, and his sweat was like drops of blood. And finally, hearing the Father's voice that his will would be done by going to the cross, he rebuked his disciples for sleeping. "Get up and pray that you won't fall into temptation." This ought to be a message for us in our most difficult time. We ought to seek his face in prayer that we won't be defeated by the devil's temptations.